like Bitcoin has some pretty interesting philosophies about democracy sort of baked into the consensus model. And so I'm curious to hear your thoughts on, I guess, democracy and then the intersection between blockchain and democracy, and then democracy on a blockchain.
Yeah, I mean, democracy is a loaded word. And democracy is a loaded word because for most people we project onto democracy what we think we want or believe democracy to be. I'm Greek. We invented it. And we invented it under some very specific circumstances. 3,000 land-owning, slave-owning, white males got to decide for themselves, and the 150,000 slaves, women, and children who they owned as property. That's democracy. I don't believe in democracy. Democracy is 51% of the population having the ability to decide to kill the other 49 because they're inconvenient. Homosexual, Jewish, whatever, right? Democracy without restraints, without human rights, without civil rights, without constitutional protections is a brutal system of oppression where once you get that sliver of majority, you can eradicate everybody else. Strictly speaking, that's what democracy is. Now, most people have constitutional republican democracies, parliamentary democracies, and other means of sweetening that system a bit to ensure the minorities don't get oppressed. How well does it work? I don't know. Bitcoin isn't a democracy. Not even in the mining. Bitcoin is a system of supermajority consensus, where it takes a very large percentage of the deciding groups, the 5 constituencies of consensus, in order to make change, which makes change very difficult. Bitcoin is a system that decentralizes power radically. Politically, many people call that cypherpunk, crypto-anarchy. Other words, we don't yet have. Bitcoin is redefining political and organizational systems. Not just Bitcoin, open public blockchains, this technology born out of the internet and expressing some of the radically egalitarian open philosophies of free flow of information, freedom of speech, freedom of association on a transnational basis that transcends not just borders, but every aspect of identity. Without identity. That's a radical new political system. It started with the internet. It's now happening to money. And we don't yet have good words for it. So some people might call it democracy. I don't think that's